This morning, we are starting a special series on life's toughest conversations. You've probably heard the statistic. Nearly 50% of first marriages in this country end in divorce. For second marriages, the number rises to more than 60%, which means millions of Americans are going to have a very difficult conversation asking a spouse for a divorce. Here's NBC's Chris Jansing.
I want a divorce.
No, you don't. You can't have one.
Whether on film or in real life, ending a marriage is a messy, often nasty business. Debbie Ford wrote a best-selling book on divorce after going through her own breakup.
Well, I thought, I don't want to write a book called Spiritual Divorce. I want to write a book, How to Kill My Husband and Get Away with It.
It's a feeling almost anyone going through a divorce can relate to.
Who doesn't have that plane crash fantasy every now and then, even during a good marriage?
For almost 2 decades, Laura Cohen had an enviable marriage. 2 people with great jobs, a great kid, great house, and then the D word came up. Divorce.
It sort of changed everything. It was after 18 years of marriage and it had never been spoken, and suddenly there it was.
Just the word divorce conjures up a slew of negative emotions: anger, hurt, jealousy, failure. Experts agree before you ever sit down to have that conversation, you need to prepare yourself.
The first thing is to create a vision. What's your intention? How do you want it to turn out?
In her seminars, Ford recommends writing a nasty email or letter, but never sending it. Work out frustrations before the conversation.
Out of knowing me, then I've got out of knowing you.
Cry, talk to a friend, get a therapist. So I had some pillows and a bat, so before literally, and I would just go in my closet and take out that bat, and then I could talk to him and be civil.
Attorney Neil Hirsch, who's navigated some of Hollywood's nastiest divorces, advises leaving the past in the past.
We never tell a person to say, look, you know, here are all the reasons and go back to square one, from how you didn't open the door on your first day to, you know, whatever happened yesterday that precipitated this.
Divorced a decade ago, Carl Unkenholt still wishes things hadn't gotten so ugly.
It was really necessary just to realize that this is a person you loved at some point in time.
To keep a bad situation from getting much worse. For today, Chris Jansing, NBC News, Los Angeles.